Hello, greetings. This is me again, Zara Bizak. So, back to help Muslims see for themselves to leave Islam like I did, from the Quran at first, and when it's necessary to look at the hadiths and the tafsirs of the ayat. So that's my research, that's my way, and hope you like it. So, to me, and to help the Muslims keep away from Islam. So the audio hasn't been too good. I've been trying some audios, voice boosters, sound boosters. Oh, sorry, the sound boosters and all. What else do you call it? So please bear with me and cooperate here because I'm an ex-Muslim now and I haven't done this out of my own whims or anything. I try to contemplate on the Quran ayats sincerely and contemplate uh, on things about my religion and see that how we can see that the Quran ayats are true from every dimension, from the first dimension to the how many dimensions the Quran has. Uh, as we thought, it has like 70 dimensions, every word of the Quran. And so when I was reading the Quran, I didn't find proper, like, you know, like this, the signs in myself and the horizon. We will show them as signs in the universe and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that this is the truth. Is it not enough that your Lord is a witness over all things? No, it is not enough, because then I found this in Surah Baqarah, examining this Quran ayat, um, 204 and 205. There's someone who calls Allah to witness in his heart and does bad things, corruption and killing and finishing, destroying progenies and crops or whatever they are. And I found that the Quran ayats, the words also differing, and like for example, hypocrites, categories of hypocrites, different categories, and so it becomes really confusing. Why weren't the Bedouins forgiven when they said they were busy, even though if they lied, they weren't fighting, and then they were asked to face an army because they didn't help Prophet Muhammad. But from my side, I can say, Shia side, that we were told Imam Hussein went not for war, not in rebellion, but to establish the truth. And so Yazid's army gave him a war. So when all avenues of peace are closed, then you fight. That's what we were told, and that we harm no one. If they're asking for forgiveness, even if they are hypocrites, liars, and they don't want to help Prophet Muhammad, it's okay. This is what I got from Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein said on the tenth night, and the night comes before the day in Arabic, Islamic calendar, sorry, Islamic calendar. So that night on the 10th of Muharram, he told his people, you can leave. I set you free, and from the oath too, that you would protect me. But I set you free. But that's not what his Nana, what his grandfather has done. In Surah Fat, I saw that. So please consider, don't make this a joke coming here telling me I should go there and teens are debunking me, right? You don't, do you not see that I was a Shia and I haven't gone back to London, um, and haven't really, acquired Western values, even in the secular system. I just wanted to be at home and become a true Muslim, and now really take my. Um, I realized that, oh yeah, my religion. I should do what my religion tells me to, by the letter. So hijab and all this, I tried, and so I started to do hijab in year 2000, although very late in my 30s, but they say it's better late than never. So all these things, and please see, I'm not asking you to believe me, but I have to give my side of the thing, right? That I even contemplated on, like, if this is the truth, oh God, right? So if thoroughly purified, oh, and there came a time when I started to doubt in myself. I had doubts in myself, doubt myself. So trusting in yourself, like I started to wonder in what is in myself to trust. But if Prophet Muhammad himself if I become a believer now, to become a believer, then there were many obstacles like this coming in my way, thinking about my religion. So I haven't I'm not that articulate about it, explaining to you. So we will show you our signs in the universe and within themselves, within yourselves, meaning, and for myself, like, until it becomes clear to them that this is the truth. So that, or footnote, you see, now in Islam, so many divisions. Who to save? Say, okay, first save myself. It will take time. Save others. So there were many obstacles. So when I came across Jiddu Krishnamurti, I realized that it resonated with me. And I used to ask, isn't there another way? There came a time in my life as a Shia, like, couldn't God find another way than Karbala and a messenger? So for the Jews, like, there were 12 chiefs who would guide them, or I don't know, in the Quran it says, at the same time. Like, they were chosen to, there were 12 chiefs or leaders of the Bani Israel at Hazrat Moses' time. So why one messenger? You see, it's not enough. Then God had to bring in 12 chiefs to guide the 12 leaders for the Bani Israel. So things like this got me, they kept me in doubt and to fight my nerves. And then you have to become purified, because we're told Ayat Tathira is there for the Ahlul Bayt, 5 holy ones. So I was thinking, why can't they, like, tell us now about, come sit and we'll purify you. And so you can see the Quran ayats very clearly in every dimension, like scientific, when it talks about astronomy, the sun, the moon, we can show you that in every way it fits scientifically too. Although some ex-Muslim, no, sorry, some ex-Ismailis started to tell me that this is not a science book, or the Muslims come here saying this is not a science book, but the science that it has given, it should fit with the science, right? That is for sure right, that the sun doesn't even set and the earth is not flat. So, and some have said, oh, it speaks metaphorically about the sun setting in murky waters, and they don't look at their hadith even to say this. Then they become Quran only or something. I don't know what this is. So, a lot of confusion. Um, so that's why, and this part very hard. You see, again, because the audio was also not good, I have to do this again on this topic, and then show you the crookedness in the Quran for the peace for peaceful disbelievers. Quran ayats have said. So, and then do we have to be pure in the beginning? And so Prophet Muhammad could have sat with you people of that time, Muslims, or invited them, not as Dawat Ashira that Imam Ali gets up and says, I will help you. But, one God. So how is one God? What Abraham did is breaking their idols, and this is disrespect to them. So as you Muslims come here and say, don't be disrespectful to Muslims, because they won't be listening to you if you get angry and become disrespectful and all this. But you expect, your Allah expected the pagan idol worshippers of uh, in Abraham's time to listen to him this way, that he breaks the idols. And so aren't you contradicting yourself? When you're Allah, how did he make them believe, or wanted them to believe in one God? By breaking their idols and saying, oh, ask the chief one. I didn't break it, he did. By lying like this also. So no, this is not the way. And there are angels and maybe signs of Allah that they can even make idols. There's a house of Allah that is Abraham and Ismail made, and Allah made it his home and his city, sacred city. So the Quraysh already had a sacred city where they, and this caravan robber I showed you from the, not like in that way put, the way I put it, succinctly, caravan robber. But that Shia say it's okay because it's in the commentary that he did rob their caravans, but because he was perhaps they'll give their opinions on that, and rightfully so. Like, I would give my opinion against them. So is it right for him to be a caravan robber? Oh, it is right because according to the Shias, because you know he was expelled and the properties were confiscated in Makkah and all this. So another point. So now for the caravan robbing and all this, it was right raiding the caravans, but the Quraysh, this is about Quraysh, for the familiarity of the Quraysh, secure in their trading caravan, meaning to Yam. Okay, uh, I can even read here, you know, in the winter, Syria in the summer, maybe uh, there's nothing wrong in adding and reading the tafsir, meaning exactly where they traded the caravans to, and let them worship the Lord of this sacred house, this house, Beit. So there were idol worshippers among the Quraysh of that time who has fed them against hunger and made them secure against fear. So when you see believers being fearful about fornication, Allah says, well, I have given you this, maybe, or fearful about their wife's disobedience. Moses, no, fearful was Hazrat Khizr in Surah Kaf, sent by God with ilm laduni, knowledge of from God, the unseen, from God, that so he killed a boy because they feared that this boy would become a disbeliever and trouble, cause trouble and distress to the believing parents out of fear. So why couldn't Hazrat Khizr, God, bless him and make him a good? So we gave him another. They would, why give them another boy like that? Many questions unanswered, doubts remained. So this is my way. I hope you can hear me. And after some time, I might put on the mic headphones, so it will be the sound will not be that good. Hope this time I'm using that other, which has more hissing. Okay, it's good. The sound is good. Um, let's see how the sound. Maybe if I just use something. Okay. Hope the sound is good like before, and with this old. And I'm going to use my headphones now. The old one. Before the sound went quite bad, low. Okay. Is it coming properly? The sound? Testing. No, it's the same or less, a little bit less, but better than in before yesterday and day before, or what? Or let me see if I maybe this what I've bought. Just a minute, please. So I want the sound to be really good, and I want to. I didn't want to come here testing my sound again, testing the live stream on my sound. So I'll do it now, right? Let's see, where is that the bag? Oh, there, bag. Can't find it. Okay, can't find it. So anyhow, where did I keep the bag that I put this new? Oh, mic here. So let's see if the sound is good like this. Just trying to connect a mic here. Is it better now, the sound? Is it better now, the sound? Yeah? Sound is better? Okay. Yeah, I think the sound is better now. So now, who has fed them against hunger? Okay, so this is on Quraysh, the surah, and then we come to Fusilat. I showed you, like, oh God, I prayed, show me the signs in the horizons and in myself, on the horizons and in myself. Say, tell me if it is from Allah, and you disbelieve in it. Who is more astray than one who is in opposition far away, right? So this is the last message from God. So it has to be, we were told, opposition far away. I mean, it really scares you, and, sensitive people who, when even when I was reading Al Kafi, Imams were explaining what is this about God being intended, then determined, like he intended when he intends a thing, and what is this God, like you can't see, he's not energy, he's not that. Now, when I couldn't understand it even by reason, intellectually, uh, God, then I'd get so, kind of scared. And like Imam Ali, a Jew comes up, and or an atheist to Imam Ali, disbeliever, says, "Oh, how, oh, Abba, whatever." And Imam Ali replies, like, he questions Imam Ali, and Imam Ali replies, "Woe to you, and woe again," and all that. So it would make my heart tremble, I hope I don't, like, I was like, what is this? No, no, not that I hope I don't become like them or anything, but my mother and my father be ransom, my life be ransom. Oh Ali, oh Abba Abdullah, or no, no, oh Abul Hassan, Imam Ali's name, like that title. So, oh, father of Hassan, the eldest son. So I started to think when I became weaker that maybe there's another way. I could understand some of the things, like God determined, and how did He determine? And I had wanted to get to the root of the thing, understand God, but I couldn't. And Imam Ali would say not to go for the essence of God because you'll never understand God's essence. So Please bear with me now, and don't. I hope you will respect my way here, but it's not the highway. But at least respect and cooperate, right? Cooperate. At least cooperate and be civilized, because this is for your own good also. Women, your girls. There's so much in Surah Talaq. I found out, not because I only listen to the Christian or criticism against Islam. No, I check my all that and from the Quran, yes, and then it's not that I listen to ex-Muslims and I don't do that kind of thing. That's not my style. If you believe it, believe it. You don't have to believe it, right? And I'm not going to warn you, but I will. I might get. Yeah, I'll get angry because makes me upset. You see, my whole being, my whole mind can't take this anymore. I realize this is a false religion. There's a lot of damage to the little girls. Surah, I checked Surah, Surah Talaq, and I even tried to correct Dr. David Wood, saying that as Shias, I think we don't take it as Surah Talaq ayat 4 that these little girls, but then Khomeini, what Imam Tawhidi has said, then I said, oh, maybe now it's right. And why should I comment on when Dr. David Wood had the channel on and he came on this. So I said, no, we Shias, Dr. David Wood or David Wood, we Shias take it like this, that those who haven't had menstruation I thought, but like I checked, maybe like multilingual Quran and all, maybe it wasn't giving it to me like that or what, that when those are little girls, you can divorce them. So a little girl, I mean, sorry, girls are allowed to marry, prepubescent, bascent, bescent. I can't pronounce that word, sorry. Or, before the menstruation and even just at the menstruation and afterwards. So, and now we have scientific proof that it's very damaging for those girls to marry, even at uh, having their menstruation, starting their menstruation, for how long they should not become pregnant, or I don't know, so or have this sexual intercourse, right? Um, Muhammad Bakr, this is our fifth Imam of my Shia religion, Shia son. In this case, although verse that is not touched except by the purified ones. So also Surah Waqia, as you can see, that no one can touch it save the pure. So there are two issues require clarification here. So on Surah Waqia at 79, it says that is not touched except by the purified ones. And I used to think maybe the Quran also we cannot touch without being purified, doing wudu and all this, and being in ghusl, taking a bath. So two issues require, this is the tafsir on Surah, this is Sunni tafsir, but Imam Muhammad Bakr's name has come here in this part that we will, I might not come to, but just showing you. This is the Sunni tafsir, but okay, from Quran.com under Surah 56, ayat 79, it says two issues require clarification here. The commentators have different views. Which commentators? Muslim commentators have different views about them because the structure of verse 78 and 79 has two possibilities grammatically. The first possibility is that the phrase that is not touched except by the purified ones is the qualification of the preserved tablet. Now, and the second one, and so it has two possibilities
regarding your commentators and your religious scholars, and it's from Marf al Quran. And then we look at Ibn Khatir's abridged, the classical one. Allah swears to the greatness of the Quran. And, okay, and going to that ayat, you see. So let me just leave this like you. But the point here is that how pure do you have to be to understand? And from nursery, from first stage, first dimension, to however 70 dimensions, if you believe it has the Quran ayats, they, it should fit, like come true in every dimension. It's not like just jumping. So I thought, okay, let's inquire. Let's inquire even from the Ismaili Imam. Let's inquire. But what I found was just Dr. Khalil Andani and very superficial way. What I want is deeper things and understanding in depth of the Quran ayats and things. So sorry, I had to say that this is very superficial. And so now, although you'd say, yes, there are these ayats. Now, on this topic again, Quran exempts fighting peaceful disbelievers. Um, you see, still, maybe I won't be able to articulate again. So, the introduction was what? How to understand the Quran. Can you be pure, or do you need a pure Imam to understand the Quran ayats to explain to you? Because the explanation of these ayats rests on us, God says also that. And then, do we have that light, or we need to first believe and then by stages, first Muslim, then believer, obeying Allah and the Prophet, and practicing namaz, zakat, salat, and all this. You see, then, but in the beginning, initially, you need to have that purity to understand, to see. So that's why I would lean towards when I studied or found Hinduism, that they tell you, the Guru tells you, meditate also to find out who you are, and to become one with that God or the reality, to the absolute reality. So that goes more step, although they have many gods and many rituals and all this, but the basic Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta is this, and Shiva, and they don't, oh, if you do this, you will burn, you will burn, right? So let's see where I start from again. So last time the audio wasn't good. You will find others who wish to be safe. I hope I've articulated a little bit, and maybe next time also again on how to understand the Quran and how should the Quran be understood. And Imam should give that light within you. But before the Imam, Prophet Muhammad, according to Ismailis, was a prophet and an Imam, right? Now, he should have given the light within, shown you. Come, sit with me. I'll show you what I saw in the horizon. You can also see it if you are pure, if you have that purity inside, because, God says only the pure can touch this in Surah Waqia. And what that means, there are different views. Now we go scattering from this shaft to another shaft. Like, it's Imam Muhammad Baqir says this, and even the Sunnis bring Muhammad Baqir's name, the fifth Imam of the 12 Shias, and the Imam of the Ismaili Shias too. Father of Imam Jafar Sadiq. And on his sons, there was a split between the 12 Shias and the Ismaili Shias. So this now. Okay, the seemingly, yes, it shows that there are these verses which say peace to the disbelievers. They can practice their religion. They can practice their religion. peacefully. If they offer you peace and they don't fight you, you have no way to harm. Allah has not given you the permission to harm them in any way. Quran ayats, right? So now I'll start from Surah 9, ayat 120. You see that it was not fitting for the people of Medina and the Bedouin Arabs of the neighborhood to refuse to follow Allah's messenger. They refused to follow Allah's messenger, nor to prefer their own lives to this. But first and foremost, they refused to follow Allah's messenger because, okay, and prefer their own lives to his, or maybe their own religion to his, or what they believed in. Uh, so it's not well put. I'm sorry. And why should I be sorry to you? Because nothing could they all suffer or do. But I have to say that what word shall I use? It's not good enough for me. This, but was reckoned to the credit here. But then we see that these were the people of Medina, yani Yathrib. He changed it to Medina. We are told that. And the Bedouin Arabs who refused to follow Allah's messenger, but they don't so much against them now, or trod paths to raise the ire of the unbelievers or disbelievers. You know what this means? To arouse the anger of the disbelievers. They don't tread any paths to arouse the anger of the disbelievers. What does this mean? What does this mean for you, Mominines and all? We are told here. A little bit at least is given. You can see Surah 33, ayat 27. Allah made you inherit their land, their dwellings, and their goods. When you complained against the Meccan polytheists that they took our goods, they exiled us from our land, it was good. Maybe consider that they could be protecting their religion, their gods. Prophet Muhammad could have broken their gods, which he did later on, we're told, in a tafsir or in the life story of Prophet Muhammad, taking Imam Ali inside, according to Shia sources, and breaking the idols at the conquest of Makkah, right? Or Chotba. Okay, so Surah Azab 27 says here, and a piece of land on which you had not yet trodden. Oh, so Allah made you inherit land, their dwellings, their goods, and a piece of land on which you had not yet trodden. You had not yet trodden, but He made you inherit that land which belongs to someone else. It's their homeland, non Muslim homeland of the disbelievers. Verily, Allah has power over all things. There's no commentary by Abu Maududi available for this verse. It's not in this verse, actually. I didn't put it properly. But just quickly, so you can arouse the disbelievers, right? Do you get this? What this part is actually what it contains here. It's against the Bedouin Arabs and the people of Medina, but you can do this because God is saying they don't do this, meaning negatively, or received any injury whatever from the enemy, or received any injury. Huh? What is this part? So isn't it good that they didn't receive any injury from the enemy? Because they don't even arouse the anger of the unbelievers. Oh, okay, what you will say now is that for their own good, Prophet Muhammad was sent as a mercy, and this is the true religion. But what if I have told you, and no, not told you, I've shown you that this is not the true religion, right? And even if this was a true religion, Do you think this was Allah's way to save the by getting so angry at the hypocrites and all this and making enemies? Isn't there another way, peaceful, of not making hypocrites that we? It's in us. It's I would say that if I am saying something, I'm conveying I'm saying come to this path. It's true. It saves you, right? And then I'll see if there are hypocrites, worldly people, and all this. Okay, and how much harm would they do to me? Hmm? Yeah, maybe I haven't yet been able to articulate this, like properly explain. We were told, that- we were told that this truth has come, and so because truth has come, this is the last part, right, of this truth. One God and Abrahamic religion message. Many hypocrites boiled up, like foamed up, you know, terrible hypocrites. Prophet Muhammad got the worst of hypocrites. And then we have hypocrites. Then we have a Shia dua. Is it so? Dua is samat. In the beginning, what I was looking at this, right? Oh, no, no. There are some hypocrites that Allah will forgive. So there's a ayat in the Quran that says, some hypocrites Allah will not forgive, but some it will forgive, right? So there's a dua, like some hypocrites Allah will not forgive. So in dua samat, hippo, there's a dua against our in our community, like with the Shia hypocrites, all the Muslim hypocrites, moment. Some hypocrites will not be forgiven, and some will be forgiven. So there's so we can go back and forth. You can keep coming here and saying that you are being debunked, and really, huh? It what I may feel. Oh God, like you're misleading the people, but like but really deep inside, what are you doing? Debunking this deep inside. What loss are you doing to your children, your girls, your daughters? This religion says you can get married and even divorce them before they have their menstruation. Surah Talaq, Ayat 4. And of mankind, there are some who say we believe in Allah in the last day, while in fact so some deceive Allah, but they don't deceive. When the hypocrites, oh, there's this ayat I can't find, that some will be forgiven and some will not be forgiven, right? I can't find this ayat. Okay, let's leave it. I think now it's too much. It gets too long, my live streams. Then what else do we have here? Uh, recognize. So did I recognize it as my own son? I would recognize if I had sons and children. Surah Baqarah 146. Those to whom we gave the scripture know him as they know their own sons. But indeed, a party of them conceal the truth while they know. You see, I started from Surah Nur, Ayat 33, and I started from also then went to Surah Tahrim to see what actually, when I went to Surah Tahrim, I realized that what I was thinking about this ayat is not the same as what this ayat actually means. That the Prophet on oath, my, I, I s- uh, I swear by God, I swear, teacher, that I have not lied to you. Or if I just say, oh, she would say, don't swear. She stopped me from swearing. Just give your word, that's enough. But I said, how will you believe in me then against someone else saying she's lied to you? She did stick her tongue out or something like this. She was doing this. So then I was like, oh God, Miss Disa, my teacher's name, right? Oh, so my teacher would say, Catholic teacher, don't take God's name in vain. So for the Catholic Christians, it's very, very like, don't take God's name in vain. But we're supposed to take God's name even when we are shocked, like, oh God, Miss Disa, like I'm shocked. For us, it's not that this is taking God's name in vain. We bring God in everything. So he swore, taking an oath and prohibiting himself what Allah had made lawful for him, pleasing his wives who were annoying him, as now reading the tafsir and divulged a secret, one of them. So when I read the Shia commentary, it got worse. I was like, what is this? First of all, the ayat is terrible for me. A prophet doing this when the wahi is coming and he doesn't go against what I was told in Shia Islam. It doesn't make any mistakes. In Surah Abasa, he's not the one who frowned. It's the Sahaba who frowned. He's infallible. He says what Allah reveals to him. Only that. And even does what Allah in his private life too. Because if you do this hidden thing, then it is wrong, right? So, whose style has come in me? Can you recognize? If you're here, anyone? So, Surah Araf ayat. No, do not do hidden anything farasha. What is it? Indecent acts. 33. It is haram. So why did Prophet Muhammad sleep? If there's a hadith, could be right. Sleep in Hafsa's house, we are told. David Wood took the hadith out, or the tafsir. It's not in a hadith, it's in a tafsir. And he read it out. And then I had to check it, if that is true or not. And I checked in the commentary of Shias that they've mentioned this also. So my Lord has only forbidden immoralities. What is immoralities? Right? What is apparent and of them and what is concealed. So if you can't do it, can the Prophet do something against a law which he has given to the believers privately with his wives? No, he cannot. Right? Concealed or apparent. Indecencies, immoralities, it says here. So for wahisha, wahisha, hashi, wahisha, shameful deeds. So now he slept in, let's see if this is true, because the Shias have mentioned it and haven't objected to it. The classical Shia commentary has it in multilingual Quran. I'll go there. It says, and they haven't objected that this it comes from the enemies of Islam, wives who were also some. Where is it? 66, Surah Tahrim. Let's look at the commentary. Maybe the contemporary Shia commentary would not mention this and object to this, but here we have the old commentary. Carefully commentary. Zainab accused him. Bees. On a day assigned to Hafsa when she was not found in her apartment, as she went to her parents' house, the Holy Prophet spent the night with Maria, the Coptic girl, presented to him by the ruler of Egypt, who became the mother of his son Abraham, to calm the quarrelsome bad temper of Hafsa. So this is moral, and noteworthy. Shia commentary doesn't say anything against this that has come, the story to us. To calm the quarrelsome bad temper of Hafsa, he vowed that he would have no more to do with Maria. Now, if the Shias have done a more deeper research, contemporary religious commentators, that I don't know. But here it just says, doesn't say no. What I can tell you is it referred to Aisha. Verse 3 and 5 refer to Aisha and Hafsa, who were envious and jealous to the point of sickness against holy prophets, refined and high minded wives who encouraged the betrayal and all this, right? Against Sunni, like Sunnis don't, they say no, they were forgiven, they are not hypocrites. These Ummul Mumineen to make a vow to. So, uh, um, how shall I put it? Like, so, otherwise, it would be like some commentators say that Prophet Muhammad, they tried to bring him down by saying, some Muslim commentators, that he slept in the house of Hafsa with Maria the Coptic. And that's not right. The exalted character of our Prophet would not allow such a thing to happen. Things like that, puts I think very eloquently, which I haven't. The Shia commentators would have put here. Classic Shia commentators. Now things are changing for the Sunnis also. Some now they say that no, 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 we do not believe that Prophet Muhammad went to. We don't believe in that story, but it is in our sources. The Prophet Muhammad went to see Zaid and saw Zainab bin Josh in a, like a very revealing clothes, something. And he said, oh, glory be to the one who turns hearts around and all this. Now things have changed. So I looked at this commentary. And I was like, but please, can you tell me, O Prophet, why do you forbid yourself, meaning yourself, that which Allah has made lawful for you? And I found an ayat also against this, pleasing your wives. Uh, when he's coming, he's so God conscious, we're told. He cannot make a mistake. And he's supposed to Surah Najm ayats. He cannot, he doesn't even say what is not revealed to him, but he says what? Only what is revealed to him. So I was so shocked. And then the other one, second verse says, and Allah indeed has sanctioned for you the expiation of your oaths, and Allah is your protector. So please see the crookedness in what I showed you previously also, right? So in Surah, is it which says Surah Kaf, that there is no crookedness in this Surah Kaf. And today also I was sitting and contemplating if the Ismaili Imam also has, you know, I didn't, like, how long will I be sitting here contemplating? Please tell me, Imam, uh, all praises for Allah who has revealed the book to his servant, allowing no crookedness in it, making it perfectly upright, to warn the disbelievers of a severe torment from him, to give good news to the believers who do good, and they will have a fine reward in which they will remain forever, to warn those who claim Allah has offspring, a son. They have no knowledge of this, nor did their forefathers. What a terrible claim that comes out of their mouths. They say nothing but lies. Now perhaps you, O Prophet, will grieve yourself to death over their denial if they continue to disbelieve in this message. And we have indeed made whatever is on earth as an adorn. Okay. So do you think the Christians, if you really give them, do you think they're so madly in love with Jesus Christ and all this? Maybe. But do you think the scripture says that he's the Son of God? Or you're going to be like Ahmad Didat? No, no, no. It doesn't say anywhere in the gospel that Jesus is the Son of God. That's a claim made by these Christians. They lie. And how? Giving them evidence from their books. I can give you evidence, Ahmad Didat. That Jesus Christ never said he's the Son of God. And what is this Trinity here? What is this Trinity? The Christians have said Maryam has never been mother of Jesus. I mean, has never been in the Trinity. And what Trinity is this? Trinity. Quran ayat. And you say few, there were some Christians there at the time, handful, and they just dispersed, they went away, they frizzled out. That so, how do they claim this Trinity? That Bibi Maryam was the part of this Trinity? Which Christians claim, even though the Catholics call her the Mother of God, sometimes Bibi Maryam, Mary, Mother of God. So believe in Allah. She's not in the Trinity, but the Trinity is our Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. In the name of our Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, or the Holy Spirit. That's the Trinity. Do not say Trinity. So please tell me, the Christians are, some of them take this as like their own Bible is true, right? So isn't that an exaggeration against the Christians? O people of the book, do not go to extremes regarding your faith. Say nothing about Allah except the truth. The Messiah's, Jesus, son of Mary, was no more than a messenger of Allah and the fulfillment of his word through Mary and a spirit created. So believe in Allah. There's where is it in Surah Maida about the Trinity that Maryam is mentioned? I think when I was reading even Quran, Shia Quran, this blue thing is here. So yeah, this color was the cover. So Trinity, in which Bibi Maryam, Mary is mentioned. Surah Maida. Let me just, or it's Al Imran. Ah, 116. Oh my goodness, I was 16 years old when I read the whole Quran, and I was in Dubai for Ramadan. Surah Nisa also. That I read, right? 171. It's not in Surah Al Imran. Yes, it is in Surah Maida. How it has come to me. Because you see, Surah Maida is Imam Ali verses. And beware the day when Allah will say, "O Jesus, son of Mary, did you say to the people, take me and my mother as deities besides Allah?" Yeah, they say, but is this Trinity? Because I took it as Trinity, right? But they say Mother of God, the Catholics, Christian Catholics. Exalted are you. It was not for me to say that, to which I have no right. So I don't know, but the Christians say this means the Trinity, and Allah will say, "Oh Jesus, did they say to the people, take me and my mother?" And what's the Shia tafsir on this? Is it the Trinity? 116 Surah Maida. multilingual Quran. So I will be going to the topic. So you just have to download a good one. Don't download any bad booster, sound booster, because you will have music playing in the background. You get up and say, well, where's this music coming from? In the middle of the night. It's coming from your mobile. So please be careful. It has there some malicious software or something. So this and this, click, click, and go to Surameda at 116, right? Did the Shia say this is the Trinity? So that's how maybe I also thought. Isa disclaims here any knowledge of the worship of Mariam, though repudiated by the Protestants, was widely spread among earlier churches. Now, it doesn't say Trinity here, but the worship was widely repudiated by the Protestants, was widely spread among the earlier churches, but in the East and the West. So, no, sorry. So I correct myself. I thought I had read in my Shia Quran, this commentary section, that this is the Trinity that the Christians believed in. So not even in the old tafsir, Shia tafsir, just as the Torah is not the Old Testament Pentateuch. Gospels varying the act of apostles by Luke purporting to describe the progress of the Christian church. Any Trinity mentioned here? Yes. And I would accept from Christians because I thought I remembered that in my Quran, Shia Quran, like it's the same as Sunni Quran, but the commentaries differ. So I think they said that the Trinity. Um, so that I'm not sure. I so I was like, oh, Trinity, like Allah, Son, and Mother of God. So that's why I agreed to the Christians saying that this is on Trinity, and never, never have the Christians proclaimed or believed in Bibi Maryam being in the Trinity. But God, yes, God, mother of God, they call her. But a God, mother of God, and God herself, I'm not sure. My mother for two gods besides Allah? No, with Allah, with Allah. And here it's wrong put. You see, besides Allah, no, with Allah. Like, so here is a misrepresentation in the ayat itself against the Christian belief. So you can listen to Rob Christian, or you do your research. If you are, your nerves can't take Rob Christian or Christians anymore showing you the truth, then you do your own research and see. I'm just pointing to this. You are, please be responsible enough. And what else is there? What else is there? Light is on, mic is on. So battery's not going. My battery has gone. I don't have much battery in me. Now back to, so where shall I take you? Here and there, right? But in the Quran, and you see, so no, 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 Prophet Muhammad never aroused the anger of the disbelievers. No, no, no. And where I find about poor, what this? Oh, this I just opened, sorry. Now there's one in multilingual Quran I'm going to, that Now, inheritance goes before I open my mouth. I better see if I opened it here. A multilingual Quran. Had they gone forth with you, they would not have added to you aught save corruption. They would certainly have hurried about among you, seeking to sow dissension among you. And among you there are those who hearken for their sake, and Allah knows the unjust, right? A large number of hypocrites were with the Holy Prophet in the expedition of Tabuk, although most of them stayed at Medina. Okay, this is about Tabuk. Let's see the previous verses 45 of Surah Tawbah. They only ask leave of you who do not believe in Allah and the latter day, and their hearts are in doubt. So, in their doubt, do they waver? Please, Mawla, make our hearts assured. But why would you go to Mawla? First, go to Prophet Muhammad. Mawla, please tell us at the time of Prophet Muhammad, is this right? What happened? They do not, and where was the light for these doubters? Did he absolutely prove his light to them and give them the light he had given by Allah and show the later, even Imam being present? But first, he is the Imam. Prophet Muhammad is the Imam also, according to Ismaili, right? If I'm not mistaken, what Dr. Khalil Andani said in his video about proof of Imam in the Quran and the Sunnah. So he mentioned that Prophet Muhammad himself was an Imam and a prophet, the seal of prophets, of course. So can we have that doubt removed? Can we have that disease of the hearts removed so we can know every dimension and give it to the scientists, demonstrating to them that even if it is hidden, that water in between the rib and the breast cage or rib, no, the spinal cord and all this, we can show you how it works. Like the the Hindus, chakras, the Buddhas, and all Buddha people, qigong. We can show you. You don't have to believe. Allah is one. They only ask leave of you who do not believe in Allah and the latter day, and their hearts are in doubt. So in their doubt do they waver. And if they had intended to go forth, they would certainly have provided. Now look at this. Now maybe those people were testing him. That the Roman, you know what happened in the battle of at the expedition of Tabuk? They thought Roman army was coming against them. So Prophet Muhammad raced towards that army and found nothing. And then you know what they're told? These hypocrites. Suddenly they sought to sow dissension before, and they meditated plots against you until against the Prophet. They wanted to kill him. Now, what if they found out by spreading false rumors that the Roman army is coming? So, this is why the expedition of Tabuk. And now, God, even in this same surah, God forgives. God says, I forgive the Prophet. Why is He forgiving, turning in forgiveness to the Prophet and the Muhajjers and the Ansars who went with him, Abu Dhar, among them. Ali was left behind to take care of the women and all this. He remonstrated, but Prophet Muhammad said, are you not? And the Hadith Manzalat comes here. Are you not as Harun was to Musa? Are you not to me as Harun was to Musa? Right? It's called the Hadith Manzilat. Stay back in Medina and take care of my debts and this. What if I don't come back? I become Shaheed. Take care of the women. Huh? So, And also when I'm reading the tafsirs and all, I have to seep through my researches like this, right? Critical eye examination. And what do I find? But that the Romans didn't appear. And even God forgives him for going there in that heat and all that. And then God tells them that in the heat, they say that don't go in the heat. Oh, the fire of hell is hotter than the heat. And they sit at their homes, in their homes, and they do not go out in the heat. Yes, yes, persuaded the battlefield only in Uhud, and not to mention Hunain almost in the end, but history written by the associates and followers do not mention them at all after the departure of the Holy Prophet from this world. Hypocrites, there were hypocrites, Aka Medipuya says. There were hypocrites who stayed in Medina and refused to go with the Holy Prophet in the expedition of the book because they knew they made this up to test him whether he was a true prophet or not. Can you not look at that side? Look at all angles. And if you fulfill that angle of mine, if you answer it with proper, so I will, I will reward you. I will become a Muslim again to go with the Holy Prophet in the expedition of the book. After the Battle of Hunain, they were plotting to kill him at the first available opportunity. At the time when he was passing through a lowland while returning from the Tabuk expedition, 12 hypocrites tried to carry out their plot but failed because in that very moment when they were about to strike, a lightning flashed and they ran away. They were scared of the lightning. Oh, please. Do you see this history? Lightning struck and they ran away. Now, who's lying? You see through the lies, or you know, you see there's someone who wants to kill me, but hiding, hiding. What is it called? I said, oh, accidentally she died. Oh, she committed suicide. Do you, and all, like I'm going on Facebook and saying, I wish every day I think about my crippledness, psychological, this, now physical, and I want to kill myself. And then someone kills me. Am I doing, what great am I doing to myself? It's a very stupid thing I'm doing. But someone finds that opportunity to kill me and says she committed suicide. Who will know that they took my weakness, what I said that I'm suffering from? Oh, she was mad and she committed suicide. Look, live stream, Facebook. Her condition says she she wants to commit suicide every day. She thinks she's dying, dead. I want to kill myself. I don't live anymore. At that very moment, when they were about to strike, a lightning flashed and they ran away. Oh, certainly they sought to sow dissension before and they meditated plots against you until now. Where is it that they say the true believers bravely faces with consequences of misfortune and offers thanks when he receives blessings and this and that? Now, what does it say in Surah Tawbah? Huh? What does it say? What happened to them? No, no. Where did I open it? Sorry, just have to see. Oh, the many Surah Tawbahs opened by me. Oh, this is also 1, 2, 3. Oh, here it is. It's not a Surah Tawbah. It's 117. Allah has already forgiven the Prophet and the Muhajirin and the Ansar who followed him in the hour of difficulty. But why has Allah forgiven? He should have turned in mercy. They needed mercy. They were thirsty, dying like of thirst and maybe dehydrated in the heat, difficulty after the hearts of a party of them had almost inclined to doubt. Inclined to what? Meaning doubt, in brackets put. And then he forgave them again. Ooh, so even this party, but even he turns to the Prophet, what are the Shias going to say about this verse? I'm tired. No, no. Prophet is mentioned, but believers all will be forgiven who were in doubt. But this is twice said. So the Prophet is mentioned here, Muhajirin and the Ansar. But even the Muhajirins are mentioned here, and the Ansars who followed him. Allah has already forgiven the Prophet, period? No. It says, and the Muhajirin and the Ansar who followed him in the hour of difficulty. Now there should be a comma here. Followed him. So he's already forgiven the Prophet, meaning forgiven. No, no. He hasn't forgiven the Prophet. It's you can't forgive the Prophet. Prophet doesn't sin, do any wrong. So it must mean that he has forgiven those Muhajirin and Ansar. This is the way, Imam. Look at Imam. Look at that Quran ayat Zahra. It says in Surah Qiyamah that the explanation of this rests on us. I can look at it through Imam explaining it, but first let me at least Imam explain this one. Surah Tahrim ayat, right? I've been waiting so long. Wait, as we are waiting, Zara. Oh no, here, please explain, give us evidence, this, that. Crookedness in the Quran ayats. You see the crook, I show you. You not see crookedness? Then I go back again to the Shia. Now where do I go? So they do not arouse the Medinan people and the Bedouin Arabs do not arouse the anger. At least see that in that Quran ayat to Surah Tawbah 120. Then what has Prophet Muhammad done? Why is he doing this? Huh? What has he done? Whew. Now, who are the inheritors? Is it here? No, it is if the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is a disease, the agitators. Oh, it's terrible. Kill them, massacre. No, no, here, I think. So, no, what this? Not even this. So, going up. Multilingual Quran, Jang-e Badr, Shia commentary. Where is it? Did I close it? Oh, Prophet doesn't take captives. Here it is. What has happened? See commentary of Al Imran. Under this is the commentary, Shia commentary, Puya Ali commentary. on Surah 8, Ayat 5, Surah Anfal, Ayat 5. Again, see commentary of Al Imran 10 to 13, 123 to 127 for the Battle of Badr. Let's see if we need to go there, which has been referred to in these verses. The Holy Prophet learned that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise under Abu Sufyan was coming from Syria. Abu Sufyan sent a message to Abu Jahl. Did I read this properly? That the Muslims were planning to attack his caravan in order to seize the merchandise he was bringing from Syria. The Holy Prophet, as guided by Allah, decided to leave the caravan. Mhm. The Holy Prophet learned that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise under Abu Sufyan was coming. Ex-Shia. Oh, let me not get emotional. Was coming from Syria. Stop says Abu Sufyan sent a message to Abu Jahl that the Muslims were planning to attack. So Prophet Muhammad is with them, right? The Muslims. The Holy Prophet, as guided by Allah, decided to leave the caravan and march out, decided to leave this caravan of Abu Sufyan, not his caravan, and march out boldly against the well armed and well equipped Quraysh army coming from the Makkah under the command of Abu Jahl in order to destroy the Muslims in Medina, even though some of the very close companions opposed this policy of Abu Jahl. There was a party which was not wholeheartedly submissive to the divine order. No, no, this is the Quran ayat which says that you wanted the unarmed caravan or the army, unarmed caravan, but God wanted you to fight this one. That's why. So that ayat, do you remember in Surah Anfal coming? What number? Then, why do you think Abu Jahl wanted to destroy the Muslims in Medina? Because Abu Sufyan was right to send the message, right? And tell Abu Jahl that the Muslims were planning to attack his caravan in order to seize the merchandise he was bringing from Syria. And your God even says in the Quran ayat that the Muslims wanted this one. But your Shia commentaries also and your maybe give out that the Holy Prophet was not saying anything against them. And he was there. He immediately left the caravan because now Allah as guided by Allah to attack the well armed and well equipped Quraysh army coming from Makkah. What did the Muslims want to seize? Abu Sufyan's caravan full of goods, merchandise. Excuse me. Oh, there was a party which was not wholeheartedly submissive. Even the believers disputed with him, and these ill-fed, poorly equipped Muslims won in Jung Badr. So this is the point I want to make with you. Shias don't object to his or say that no, Prophet Muhammad was like, why are you attacking? But then all of a sudden, Allah decided that not to attack the caravan of merchandise of Abu Sufyan and to go forth, attack this one. So, who started the war? Okay. And why? Against mischief makers, Muslim mischief makers stealing, robbing the caravans, and saying it's okay. And the Shia commentary is not objecting to that. Now, let's see if Imam tells us those who were averse to fighting were not convinced that it was a wise or prudent decision. Therefore, they felt as if they were being driven to death. while death was staring them in the face. They were frightened and perturbed. It was the first trial Muslims were put to in order to prove their faith in the truth. But was Abu Sufyan lying against the Muslims who were trying to rob his caravan? It was also a clear proof that the Holy Prophet was the true messenger of Allah. Okay, so this story tells you because unless it was so, he would have not risked total annihilation of the handful of Muslims. Risk certain to take place if Allah had not assured him that they would win the battle. Now let's come here. Abu Sufyan had Allah made them win this battle, or Abu Sufyan in, let's see, Surah, no, no, sorry, not Surah Uhud, Battle of Uhud. Abu Sufyan says here, they had a chance to kill Prophet Muhammad, but they didn't. So, how far is that ayat true that the pagan Arabs, polytheists, wanted to kill him? So he flee to Medina, Yathrib. Going down, where is it? Now, see what I read? The Prophet became the object of attack of various units of the army of Quraysh from all sides. Ali attacked in compliance with Muhammad's orders. Every unit that made an attack upon him and dispersed them or killed some of them, and this thing took place a number of times in Uhud. Okay? And then when the Quraysh leader Abu Sufyan, verbal, Abu Sufyan, after some brief verbal exchanges with Muhammad's companion, Ibn Ishaq records this exchange as follows. When the Qurayshi leader Abu Sufyan, right now Abu Sufyan is a polytheist, later on we're told that he embraced Islam, wanted to leave, he went to the top of the mountain and shouted loudly, saying, "You have done a fine work. Victory in war goes by turns. Today is in exchange for the day of Badr. Show your superiority, Hubal. That is vindicate your religion." The messenger told Umar bin Khattab, Ibn Khattab, Umar, to go up and answer him and say, "Allah is most high and most glorious. We are not equal." You see, now he's saying, Allah is most high and we are not equal. Our dead are in paradise, yours are in hell. At this answer, Abu Sufyan said to Umar, "Come up here to me." The messenger told him to go and see what Abu Sufyan was up to. Did he take even Umar a captive? When he came to Abu Sufyan, Abu Sufyan said, "I adjure you by God, Umar, have we killed Muhammad? By Allah, you have not. He is listening to what you are saying right now." Omar replied. Abu Sufyan said, "I regard you as more truthful." You see, they had a chance to kill him, but they didn't. They won this here at this time. Referring to the latter's claim, then Ibn Qamiya referring to the latter's claim that he had killed Muhammad. So they left him. The battle is generally believed by scholars to be a defeat for the Muslims, as they had incurred greater losses than the Makkans. Abu Sufyan could have killed Prophet Muhammad or gotten him killed. I wonder what you Shias would say. So I found these ayats, and this crookedness like this, also reading the history and all this. Someone is calling me, it seems. Yeah. Oh, okay. Just a minute, please. I have to pause.